Clay, Joel, coming to you live on YouTube. 3, 2, 1. Game News Live.
Alrighty, and we're back. By the way, Clay, I don't know if you've noticed, but the claps are there. They're clapping for you. And us, of course. But why wouldn't they, right?
Naturally. I mean...
Yeah.
You. Stop it. No, come on, more. Come on. No.
Classic.
Hey, everybody. Happy
Hey,
Halloween. How about that?
Man, what are the chances that we land on a Halloween special, huh?
I mean, it's 1 in 7 years that it's a Saturday on Halloween.
I don't like your math.
I don't know. Maybe if you take leap years into account, then it's like once every 8 years.
Yeah.
7 point something math numbers years.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome to Nerd Junkies Game News Live. I'm Clay. That's Joe. Wait, hold on. Which direction am I looking?
Wrong way.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's Joe.
Yeah.
There's Joe. And there's Mel.
Yes.
It's like I got my little screen up here, and I'm like, what do I? That one? Okay. All right. So Joe, help me out here. You said that this has something to do with League of Legends, right?
Well, it has the potential because my wife is also playing like Little Red Riding Hood. But then I was just like, well, wouldn't that just make me Tibbers then? But then it's like, this is a wolf hat, so Tibbers is a bear, I think. So it wouldn't work.
So you're Bob and she's Ash.
There you go. That's pretty much it.
Yep.
Boom. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So, by the way, I just want to address this real quick. BK Melendez, who's in the chat right now, asked before we did the intro, he said, Clay, am I going to get Scott Pilgrim on Xbox or PS4? Here is where it depends. So I already own Scott Pilgrim on the Xbox. So if they kind of unlock backwards compatibility through that, then I'm good. Like I already have it. I already also own it on the PS3, but I doubt Sony's going to do anything with that because they suck at backwards compatibility and all that. So if it's backwards compatible, I'm just going to play it on the Xbox. If it's not, knowing me, I'll probably buy both. Just because I'm going to have friends who want to play it on both sides. So, yeah, I'm a digital hoarder.
Awesome.
I can't just have one copy and exclude everybody else, come on.
Yeah.
Equal opportunity. Community. All good. Synergy. All those things.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Let's get on to the game releases and get those out of the way so we can get to the game news.
Yes.
Ready?
That hot, juicy game news.
Yeah. All right. I don't know if you guys have been noticing how many stars are actually in this next game, but this game, Little Hope, is definitely starting to look like it belongs in my collection here because this looks amazing.
Okay. This game, I've been really pumped for this game ever since. So this is Supermassive Studios. They did Until Dawn, they did Hidden Agenda, and they also did the Man of Medan. Man of Medan is when they started this whole Dark Pictures anthology thing. Even when you beat Man of Medan, it even gave a teaser to this game ahead of time. They were like, hey, our next game is Little Hope. Like, look forward to it. Hidden Agenda was kind of a meh game, but Until Dawn and Man of Medan were both really good. I would recommend either of those games to anybody, and I'm definitely checking this one out. It's on my GameFly list. It is probably in transit to me right now. I hope it's here today. If not, it'll be here Monday.
This looks amazing. Take a look.
Yeah,
I don't know if you noticed some of the actors in here. I think I've seen some of them actually on a Netflix movie. I'm sure he's been on something else, but definitely can tell who they are.
If you played Until Dawn, it actually had that actress Hayden Panettiere, who's like a TV star.
Yeah.
She was from Heroes
she was
and some
in
other
that.
stuff.
She was in that. Rami Malek, who was, he was in Bohemian Rhapsody. He's Mr. Robot. He was in Until Dawn also. So they actually have some star power in these things. Peter Stormare, he was in that game. yeah, they're not shy away from getting some actual talent in these games. Until Dawn, I don't know if that ever hit PC. It might just be PS4.
No, it is only
No,
PS4.
yeah,
It's
PS4.
also PS5.
That game's awesome. Like, I would recommend Until Dawn to anybody. That game was great.
Yeah.
Man of Medan was good too. It just wasn't like amazing.
Yep.
But
Next
yeah,
up,
Little Hope. Good stuff.
Good
Spooky.
stuff. Next up on the list, we have Pikmin 3 Deluxe. What's this about? I've actually never played a Pikmin. I'll be honest with you.
I haven't either.
Never have I.
Really?
I've never played one.
But all I hear is like great things out of these games, and I'm just like, maybe I'm missing out.
So I had a GameCube when the first one came out, and I just never got around to it. And then 2 came out, and it was a big thing. I've heard great things about this series.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard none. Like, everybody I know who plays these games loves them. I've never played them myself, and I'm sure there is a ton of Nintendo fanboys out there who are like, "Clay, get on it right now!" And it's like, one of these days I'll get to it, and then I'll say, "You were right. This game's awesome."
Yeah, especially
Or
because
this game sucks. You don't know what you're doing.
Especially because I don't know any of the backstory to any of it, right? So it's like, I don't know what the continuation is about. I don't know anything about these characters. All I know is that they're fighting their way out through some sort of...
You control these little seedling creatures in order to progress through levels and have battles.
Yeah.
It's like an RTS.
Or a plan or something like that?
Something like that. It's like an RTS meets a puzzle game. I don't know, but I hear it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, next one on the list is Watch Dogs Legion. I've actually been waiting for this one, but
as have I.
But last time I checked on this one, that they were actually teasing Aiden Pierce. I think it was on this.
So that was at E3.
Oh yeah.
At E3 this year, they showed off like, hey, we're even going to include Aiden Pierce on this thing. And side note, nobody cares. Ubisoft, okay? Like, Watch Dogs 1 sucked. Okay, I'm just going to put that out there. That game sucked. 2 was fantastic. 1 sucked. Aiden Pierce showed up in 2 also for like 5 seconds in this one little stupid side mission. It had no effect on anything whatsoever. And then they're like, oh, we're going to put Aiden Pierce in Legion. Man, he's now in London. And it's like, who cares? Bring back Marcus, the guy from 2. That would be awesome because his character was great. That game was great. 1 sucked, 2 was awesome. And it's like, oh, and supposedly the voice actor for Marcus wasn't even invited into Legion. So it's like, maybe future DLC, maybe he got in a fight with Ubisoft. I don't know. But Aiden Pierce, who cares? Okay, Ubisoft, who cares? Who cares? Okay.
All right. Well, let's get on to the next one. This is our last one for game releases this week. We got Ghost Runner here.
Ghost Runner. This game looks awesome. There were preview videos for this a few months ago. It's a first-person platformer where you play as this kind of, I don't know, basically Genji meets Gray Fox, like Cyber Ninja kind of guy.
I like both those things.
Yeah, and so supposedly, and from the videos I remember watching on this, it's a one-hit kill. So like you die within 1 hit. So you kind of have to figure out a way to like run through these levels while killing everything in your path.
And not getting, and being super ninja, not getting a single hit, huh?
Exactly. But it looks awesome. I'm really excited to play this one. Just a side note, I think Watch Dogs Legion does look really good. I am excited to play it. It's on the list maybe in a month or so. But yeah, Ghost Runner looks badass.
Awesome.
There's a lot of people streaming it right now, and it looks cool.
Awesome. All right. Let's get on with the game news, shall we? Okay. Game news. All right, so this one, your Facebook account with Oculus. Who on the chats has an Oculus that they own? And obviously, you have to have a Facebook account to even play with the Oculus, right? There's no way around that.
That's going to be mandated here in the next couple months. At the moment, you can still use your Oculus account that you signed up with. They haven't mandated the Facebook account yet, but that's coming soon.
So that means that means if you own an Oculus VR, once that mandate goes through, you're going to be required to have a Facebook account, whether you want to have a page or friends or whatever or whatnot.
Yeah.
But if
you are... Yeah, go on. Sorry.
If you delete your Facebook account, now you don't have access to your Oculus VR games?
Yes. So first off, most people were really pissed off about this whole, like, you have to have a Facebook account thing because I know a lot of people who just want to play games. They don't like Facebook. They don't like social media. They don't like, even, I mean, Facebook is just pure evil anyway. So it's like, they don't want anything to do with Facebook. They just want to play the games. So Facebook came out and said, hey, we own Oculus. You're going to have a Facebook account. And that already pissed off a ton of people. And now they're saying, if you already have all these games, like you have an Oculus, whatever, like a Rift or, 2, and you have like, say, 20 games in your library or something like that, and you're forced to have a Facebook account, and then you're like, what, Facebook sucks, delete account, there goes all your games. They're gone. Everything is now tied to your Facebook account, similar to if you have like a Microsoft account or a PlayStation account. Your Facebook account now runs everything Facebook gaming, which includes Oculus.
Yeah. And I guess you can't really get pissed at this one because it's like, if you unless you read the terms of service, you're going to be able to catch that. But it's just one of those things. It's just like, who reads the terms of service, right? You just
Why doesn't it read?
Yeah, so that kind of sucks. So just a heads up for you Oculus Rift fans. I'm pretty sure people are going to be pissed.
Jumping ship.
Yeah.
Jumping ship to HTC or to Valve Index.
Yeah. Which Mel, I think you have a Vive. You own a Vive, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and you prefer
I only
that?
use Steam. Yes.
Gotcha. All right, cool. Well, then that's it for the debacle that's gonna happen with Facebook and Oculus. Everybody was kind of afraid of this from the beginning. Remember that? And then they kind of called it.
So Palmer Luckey, the guy who created Oculus. Like if you remember way back when there was like a Kickstarter, it was a whole big thing, and then like who's your hero from id Software?
You mean?
God, we used to make fun of him all the time.
You mean Mr. Floating in the Air guy?
Floating in the air.
Yes.
Why can't I think of his name? Fuck. Okay. Anyway,
it's not
the
John
CTO.
Romero.
No, it's not Romero. It's the. Why can I not think of his name?
Come on, man. Okay, no. We're not gonna go ahead until he gets it. Here we go. Put him on the spot.
John Romero. Other guy. I can see his face too. He's like a little pale white dude with glasses.
I am here.
Shoot, I can't think of the name either.
Oh, here we go. Chats, who is it? Who is it, Chats?
I remember him.
That guy. Ultra pixels.
Mega textures.
John Carmack.
Damn, there you go. Yes. Bing, 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 bing.
John Carmack, he left id to go to Facebook, or to go to Oculus to be the CTO over there. And then Facebook came in. Palmer Luckey actually said, don't worry, at no point will you need a Facebook account to use Oculus. It was like a Twitter post. It was quoted. It was everything. It was like,
He was kind of right. Then, I mean, you can put it on your face and not need a Facebook account. He was true. He was right.
You can.
But if you want to play it, then either you're gonna have to hack it or get a Facebook account.
Yeah.
Right.
Either way, bad news for Oculus users. Which sucks because I hear the Oculus, like the new ones, like the Quest and I don't know. There was another new one that was released recently. That, from what I hear, they're great.
Yeah.
But yeah, sucks. Whatever.
All right. This one, we're gonna move on to Nintendo and Super Mario 3D All Stars. This one's actually kind of cool. Yeah, go ahead.
If I may, I believe the next story was another Facebook one.
Oh, you want to go back to Facebook? But why?
Because it was in the list of articles.
Okay. Go ahead.
Now, why aren't you on this? Come on.
Okay. I already posted it up. It was the first one, but he went right to the second one, like last week, sir.
Okay. Well, I only see delete your Facebook on the thing here, so I don't know.
Page before.
Page before? What do you mean?
How about I just tell the story?
Sure.
How about that? We're talking about Facebook
under
gaming,
news, sir.
Facebook Gaming and their new cloud gaming system.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. It's just split off through the chat. Sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah. Your dead wolf eyes. Okay.
Am I? Should I just do?
Oh.
So Facebook announced earlier this week that they are now finally doing something with Facebook gaming. They've been talking about this for a while now, like back when they kind of bought Mixer out from under Microsoft, or not even bought it. They're kind of like they're partnering with Microsoft on Mixer now. They finally showed their hand at cloud gaming. And I know that's kind of like a big deal right now. You know, you've got your Stadia and you've got your Game Pass and you've got Luna, and I'm sure more are on the way because this is going to be a big thing. But Facebook gaming finally came out with theirs. Personally, just thinking of this as a business sense, this is absolute genius. For the gamers out there, this is going to be nowhere close to being worth your time. But it's basically all those freebie games that you can get on your phone or web browser already. I think the prime example I'm giving right now is Asphalt. If you've ever played that on your phone, it was like a really early big Android game, and it's probably on iOS. You know, like all those like freebie microtransaction filled games that
Right.
are like, these are what are now on Facebook's cloud gaming service. This is so if you're just on Facebook and you're browsing your timeline and your feed and all that crap, you can just be like, I want to play Asphalt, and click it, and boom, it's right there. It's cloud streamed, and you've got it. It's a free to play game. Similar to like what Apple and Google do on their storefronts. All the microtransactions for these games, 30% goes to Facebook. So they have literally done the bare minimum effort here to put cloud stream games on Facebook. It's like, no, we're not partnering with Ubisoft or EA or anybody like that. Like, this is going to be the freebie crap shovelware that you get on your phone already, but in a Facebook browser. So bare minimum effort, little to no effort on their end, but all they can do is now get 30% of microtransactions. So in a business sense, it's actually really smart of them, because they're going to say, yeah, we did no effort at all, and we're only going to make money off it. And it's like, I can't really argue with that.
Yeah.
Like, it actually works. Gaming wise, I mean, yeah, if you want to sit there and read Facebook and play free to play microtransaction filled crap games, more power to you.
Yeah.
But this is, I don't know, personally, zero interest in this whatsoever. I couldn't tell you the last time I even looked at a Facebook page. So it's like,
Dude, I can't even
this
tell
doesn't
you the
matter.
last time I played a Facebook game. You know what I mean? It's a long time.
But like I said, smart for them. Very smart. Like,
Yeah.
just on a techie business sense, here's a way for us to make money with doing little to no effort whatsoever.
Yeah.
And it's like, cool, good for you guys.
Alrighty.
Facebook should die. Whatever.
Now let's move on to Nintendo. This one's actually pretty cool because I don't think in history there's ever been a time where they give you options. Nintendo giving you options to change in a game.
So Nintendo announced that they were going to be doing a patch for Mario 3D All Stars. That's the one that just came out. It has Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy 1 in it. That enough people complained that they are going to be patching in an option to invert your controls or not into this game. And you might think, yeah, who cares, whatever. This is actually really big. And because Nintendo isn't the friendliest when it comes to options in their games. Some prime examples here. So Mario Sunshine, when that game first came out, it had only inverted camera control. So like, you're playing Mario, you hit your C stick to the left, it looks right. And you're like, wait, hold on, that's backwards. And you're like, that shouldn't be a thing. But everybody hated it, except like the super crazy Mario diehard enthusiasts. So then 3D All Stars come out and they go, you know what? Nobody liked inverted controls. So we're going to make them normal now. And then all the Sunshine fans were like, what are you doing? You just completely broke the game that we've been loving for the past 20 years. So Nintendo goes, why don't we just make it an option? And then everybody's happy. And they're not known for doing this. Like, I remember when Breath of the Wild came out, there was an option where you could change which button does your jump. And it was like, I've never seen this before. Like, Nintendo has lost their minds. Like, what's going on? Like, maybe this will open the door so Nintendo's not so closed-minded on how they release their games and allow people to actually customize things. Like, some people like subtitles. Some people need colorblind options. Some people want to adjust the sensitivity on a camera. You know, like, this could be a thing. And that's why I wanted to make note of it. Like, I hope this takes off. I hope Nintendo's Doug Bowser is clearly watching this right now. okay? Because naturally, it's us, right? Doug Bowser. This is the thing. Make it happen. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, more options is better for us anyway. I just wonder
Exactly.
if this is like opening the door also for other platforms, right? Because other platforms are going to need different controls, different settings. So you can imagine that, Nintendo might be prepping for being able to provide that for different systems that they were originally planned on or that's not owned by them. So I can see why that might be also a reason why they're doing it too.
I don't see Nintendo ever releasing a Mario game on anything else since the CDO or CD the Philips CDO happened. No, that was a 3DO.
The 3DO.
CDI.
Oh,
The Philips
that one.
CDI. Ever since that, with like Hotel Mario and those 3 Zelda games, like Wand of Gamelon and stuff like that, like those were like that was like a partnership that Nintendo had with Philips for that to happen. I don't ever see anything like that ever happening again unless for some reason the Switch does not make any more money, which is impossible, and Nintendo is like on the verge of bankruptcy, and then they partner with somebody else,
right?
Which will be Sony because they'll never partner with Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Fucking this guy KJ7ABK in the chat. Will
That is four chops,
princess.
sir.
All righty.
KJ7ABK.
That's four chops. That is four chops.
Oh, hey, hard chops. Hey, buddy.
He just came in the Discord, so yeah.
Hey, Mel.
That was the old.
How do you know that, Mel?
Yeah.
Like I said, I was on the Discord. If you want to join,
okay.
need to invite. Yeah.
All right, gotcha.
Oh, that is him. Okay, yeah. Hey, buddy. Yeah, excuse me, princess. That was the old Zelda cartoon. If you guys remember that from the 90s.
Excuse
Horrible
me,
cartoon.
princess.
Horrible cartoon.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. Ready to move on to the next one for Assassin's Creed on Netflix. It's
Ass Creed.
Ass Creed on Netflix.
Ass Creed. Okay, look. Netflix, they'll just write a check to anybody, right? Like, hey, I want to make a show about glasses of water. And they'll be like, brilliant. Give this guy $1 million to make that show right now.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed, it's popular enough that this could go well. I think we all remember the stellar Assassin's Creed movie that came out like 5 years ago. Which clearly shows that this property could easily translate into film.
Nope.
And then now there's a TV show based on this concept.
There's a film?
No? You don't remember that?
Nope.
Yeah. It was quite bad. One can only hope that this does better. So let's compare this to Resident Evil. You have all those just hot dumpster fire garbage movies. There's like 18 of them or something like that. And then you have Netflix making a show or 2 shows out of it. And it's like, one can only hope that these are better. I'm treating this with like, this is to me the same mind frame as like Assassin's Creed. The movie, dumpster fire, trash, kick it to the curb, never see it again. Maybe the show is actually okay.
I will say that Netflix has been killing it on some of the adaptation movies and shows. They have been doing pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about it earlier. I've only seen the first season, but I really did like what they did with Castlevania. I still haven't seen seasons 2 or 3 or whatever. And Mel, you brought up another one also, right? There was like another show that they did on a game. Wasn't it?
Searching database.
Loading.
Just The Witcher, Castlevania.
The Witcher, yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Was that Netflix?
Yes, that
HBO
was.
Max? Okay.
No,
Chamo
that was Netflix.
Dragon's Dogma.
Oh,
was that?
That was another one I think they did.
Dragon's Dogma. That was a show?
I don't know. I don't recall it ever.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
The Witcher I still haven't seen, but I hear good things, and I hear bad things.
Very good.
I'm kind of.
Oh yeah, that's right. Michael Fassbender was the guy for the movie, right?
Fassbender was.
What the hell? That's how unmemorable that thing was, because I don't recall ever remembering that actor in that movie until he just mentioned it.
The young
s-
version of Magneto.
Yeah, I saw it in theaters, and it was quite bad. It was
Wow.
yeah, it was not a good movie at all. I don't know why they thought it would be a thing. It wasn't. And from what I hear, it lost money, so that's only good. Don't ever do that again.
That's
Ubisoft
that's
Productions or
literally the
whatever you're called.
learning lesson for them, right? Is like when they lose
Yeah,
money, they're like, "All right, that franchise is dead. Let somebody else pick it up later."
yeah, and then we'll just make licensing money and
Yeah.
royalties.
And
Yay.
you know what's crazy? I bet you anything that they go about their lives thinking it's like, "Oh, it wasn't our production company. It was literally the game. It didn't have a very strong fan base." That's what it was.
There are hundreds of millions of Assassin's Creed fans out there who saw that movie and were like, "Why? Why? Why Ubisoft?
uh,
Resident Evil? Why? Love the
God.
games. Why would you do that to me?
You're gonna
Why
make
would you make these?"
you're gonna make Sailor Moon cry.
No more of angry.
Oh.
All right.
I don't know anything about Sailor Moon.
I just know a few of the characters. That's all.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of sadness, let's talk about Cyberpunk, huh? Let's talk about
Once again,
all the plans we made this next week.
and we do not speak of Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter. Oh yeah, because the new movie, which is
Mhm.
doomed.
Yes.
You know what? I have a feeling that movie's going to make a lot of money, and I hate saying that, but Resident Evil, that garbage ass movie, made a ton of money. So
It did.
why not? Monster Hunter, which looks terrible, but whatever.
That's good.
Yeah, Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Joe, are you sad about this?
Not really, because
No.
I still haven't pre-ordered because I don't do pre-orders anymore.
Mel, are you like down in the dumps because of this delay here?
Just for being delayed, it's like makes me interested in it to
Mhm.
possibly may actually pick it up when it eventually releases because it may be really good.
So I have a feeling this game's going to be great.
Mhm.
I thought this delay was really interesting because if you remember, about 3 weeks ago or so, the game went gold,
Right.
and a lot of people, and that's what kind of threw everybody for a loop on this. If you pull up that Twitter update there, they actually say, we know there's going to be a lot of confusion because the game has gone gold and has been certified. That's an interesting thing. So they say, yeah, COVID, and we have to make it for like 18 different systems now, not just like a PC game. It's like PC and Xbone and Series X and PS4, PS5, and now Stadia. But since the game went gold, all this really means is that they're delaying it another 3 weeks because they have to fix the day one patch. That's really what this is. The game is certified. It's gold. That means when they do their testing on PC, on Xbox, on PlayStation, all that stuff, it's playable. You can put the disc in or you can download it, and from start to end, you can beat the game. Now, it might be a buggy disaster of a game, but it's playable, and you can still beat the game. This delay here, after it's already been certified to have gone gold, it literally means that day one patch that everybody's so used to right now is going to be a lot bigger because apparently they have a lot more to fix. And I thought that was kind of weird. So be prepared for one of those like Call of Duty day one patches.
They're at least addressing on it. So
At least what, Mel, is there?
I said at least they're addressing on it that there's going to be something wrong with it.
This sucks, but it's not that big of a deal for me. A delayed game is always better than one that's rushed out the door.
Mm-hmm.
So at
I
least
feel like somebody said that.
Nintendo said that.
Yeah.
Miyamoto, once he was quoted in saying that, he was like, a delay, and I don't have it, just paraphrasing it, it was like, a delayed game will always be better than a rushed game. And it was like, absolutely. Like, they're fixing problems so we don't see them on day one. That's good.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather have a more complete, finished game. Witcher 3 is a buggy, glitchy mess, even years later. I would rather not have that experience again with Cyberpunk 2077. That's just me. Oh, and by the way, with this delay, I don't know if you guys have seen this. This is just more proof that the internet is just the worst place ever. But yeah, like the Cyberpunk developers are like, as usual, they're getting death threats now because of this delay.
What the hell, man?
And it's like, what is wrong with you people?
For reals.
You people. You internet. You people.
Pork chops, especially you.
Poor chops.
Just calm it down.
Jeez.
Down a notch. Yeah, it's like these internet people with their death threats. It's like, seriously, like when there was Laura Bailey, one of the voice actors in like Last of Us 2. Like, she was getting death threats because her character did something that people didn't like. When Brigitte was released in Overwatch and she became the main impetus for like the GOATS meta, her voice actress is getting death threats. And it's like, they're just actors. Like, they're just writing, they're just reading the script. That's it. And you're like, but Cyberpunk, these are a bunch of people who have been crunching for the past couple months, getting no sleep, working weekends to get this game out the door for you to play, and you're threatening their lives now.
Shame. Shame.
Shame.
Shame.
For the proper gaming community, we do not accept them.
Nope.
No.
Get out of my sight.
You are exempt from us.
Yeah.
We do not want you. We do not like you.
Yeah. Man, people do some really good work, man. Especially CD Projekt Red and now this. It's just like, come on, guys. Give it a rest.
Well, publishers you can blame for like the asshole moves of the industry. Like, CD Projekt is the publisher for CD Projekt Red, who are the developers.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same company, but you kind of have like two different teams there, right? Like EA, Activision, Ubisoft, you can blame them for a lot of really bad things because they're usually the ones who like make all these publishing calls like, hey, no, rush it out the door, or you have only 6 months to make this huge ass game, things like that. The developers, they're literally code monkeys sitting in a room trying to get this game fixed. Don't blame them.
What's up?
I take offense to that, code monkeys.
Hey, you listen here. You get back to work.
Get back to work. Mungo!
You get back to work.
I burned
You
your
draw
feet.
more cartoons. I don't see any new cartoons. You start drawing.
Yeah.
Let him speak.
That's so messed up, though. Because he's absolutely right. They get treated like crabs. All like, yes, I need this and this and this and this, and I need it by Friday. Thanks. Okay, bye.
I want all of our cartoons done by the end of the show, Andre. You hear me?
When are you going to pay me?
But seriously, the publishers are the assholes here, not us.
It's good for experience.
Yes, you get paid in experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you will like it.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
You go to Walmart counter and be like, can I buy some milk with my experience?
Do you take it in experience? Yes. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Wifey says, by the way, she's waiting for her comic for Helen Keller for pro OBS tips. That one needs to get done, man.
Where are we at, Rage Pants? Maybe you should stop sassing us and get back to work.
Maybe you should stop taking care of your family on your days off and get back to work.
Ooh, look at me not drawing on my day off.
Can we go back to the game news?
Yes, let's go back.
Alrighty. So, speaking of delays, we also have a list here that Mel provided of every single delay that has happened in 2020.
Throughout the year, yeah.
Throughout the year. This is crazy because I do remember like Deathloop here. I do remember them. This one is from Microsoft Studios, right?
Deathloop is an Arcane Studios game. Arcane is owned by Bethesda. Microsoft is they haven't done it yet. They're buying Bethesda. Mm-hmm. So Microsoft will soon own Arcane through all of that transfer of property there. But Deathloop was actually announced like a couple years ago as a PS4, PS5 exclusive. So this is still going to be outside of Microsoft.
Yeah. Dying Light 2
the game
was
looks
delayed.
awesome.
Dying Light 2 was delayed back in 2019. Halo Infinite, we all know that delay just because somebody complained about the graphics and they were like, man, it's not as good.
In all fairness, Now, Joe, you know me. I'm historically not a Halo fan at all. But did you see the gameplay demo they did at E3 this year?
I did, and I wasn't mad, dude. I wasn't mad at it because I was just like, look, it's a console game. Why do I care?
It'll also be on PC.
No, I know that. But that's a texture pack. That's a quick fix.
That game looked pretty tragic in that gameplay that they showed off. Like I get where they said they were trying to go back to like the Halo 1 look with like the brighter colors and everything like that. But yeah, I mean it looked like a 360 game. Like this was nothing to be proud of. Oh, and even one of the heads of who makes those games now? Like 343 or something like that?
Yeah,
343
343.
Yeah, 343. Yeah, Bungie sold it to Microsoft years ago, but it was like 343. Even like one of the top guys on the Halo Infinite team, he just quit, or
that was
he
recent.
resigned.
Yeah,
he resigned, and the rumor is that it was because of the performance that they showed off earlier this year, where everybody was like, "No, Halo, that's not going to work. Do it better."
Yeah. That's sad though.
But Halo, Dying Light, Deathloop.
No More Heroes 3
WoW
was delayed
Shadowlands.
back in E3. 2019 was announced.
No More Heroes 3.
Outriders.
WoW Shadowlands was Outriders.
This one's a huge one. The Psychonauts 2. That's huge. That was delayed.
Psychonauts 2 being delayed. Yeah, that sucks, but there is an audience for that game. Like, people do really like the first one, but if this game says, hey, it's not going to be ready for another 2 years, I don't really see anybody freaking out. Like,
I think I remember
I see just about everybody going, oh, okay.
Well, I believe the original was also delayed at times for the first one.
Yeah, it has a sizable fan base, but I don't really see anybody clamoring to get their hands on Psychonauts 2. Like, I just see people going, I can't wait to play it whenever it's out, whenever that is. It's like, but it's on sale. It's like, kind of like Beyond Good and Evil 2. Like, when the hell's that game coming out? Who knows? But when it does, I'll play it.
And nobody's up in arms about it.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, it'll be out whenever.
All right, Rainbow Six Quarantine was also delayed. Skull and Bones. Isn't this like wasn't this like also
Ubisoft's, this is Ubisoft's Sea of Thieves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Basically taking the Assassin's Creed engine and their ship mechanics and just putting it into an entire game.
Yeah, when this game was first showed off, I think it was 2 years ago, it looked really cool. And it was like, all right, I'll try that out, pirates, all that stuff. And then it was earlier this year, Ubisoft basically made an announcement that they were kind of pivoting the game from what they were doing, and now it's going to be this live service online game. So kind of like what they were doing with like the Ghost Recon games, which are just awful. So once that announcement was made, I was like, you have lost all interest now. It's like, it's going to be microtransactions for literally everything. Oh, you want an ore for that boat? Yeah, $10. It's going to be like, this is going to be their kind of Destiny Anthem game, but with pirates, and it's probably going to charge for literally everything.
Right.
So yeah, no thanks.
Oh well. At least we get to play video games right now.
Yeah.
All right, next one up is, I don't know if anybody's really, like, surprised or cares about this, but Uplay Plus becomes Ubisoft Plus and introduces beta with Stadia and Amazon Luna. So there you go. Now you have kind of a reason to go to Luna or Stadia, I guess. A little bit.
So what's something that they didn't clarify in this news post here. So Ubisoft Plus is going to be their new Uplay Plus thing. So it's kind of like EA Play or EA Play Plus, where it's like, here's a collection of Ubisoft games that you kind of subscribe to. So there's like a cheap plan and an expensive plan, depending on how new the games you want. And they say they're going to first partner with Luna. So if you remember on Amazon Luna, you kind of subscribe to channels. So you're going to say like, yeah, I want cloud gaming, but I want Ubisoft and I want EA. and then you subscribe to those as well, and then those games now become cloud streamable through Luna. Sounds cool. They said Ubisoft is going to partner with Luna first, and it's coming to Stadia second, but they never said what games are coming to Luna. Is it so? Ubisoft Plus on its own is, if you have the Uplay launcher on your computer, it's like Steam. Like you buy a game, you download it, you install it, and then you play it. They're basically saying all of these Ubisoft Plus games are now going to be cloud streamable through Luna, but they never said all games. So they said some Ubisoft titles will be, cloud streamable. And it's like, okay, well, if I'm paying for Luna and I'm playing for Ubisoft Plus, do I get everything? Do I get Watch Dogs Legion on day one? Or is that
cool.
only downloadable through their launcher? Like, they haven't really clarified this yet. So I'm kind of waiting for that announcement. I'm not going to buy it anyway, but because I only play like 2 Ubisoft games, but it's just interesting to see, like, is it going to be everything in the catalog or just some stuff?
Right.
So like, we don't know.
Alrighty. And I think this is the last article that we have for today. Unless AI, you would like to correct me this week, maybe?
Aside from a couple other games that were delayed, World of Warcraft Shadowlands was also delayed November 23rd.
Which is, okay, go with me on this. November 23rd, 2 days before Thanksgiving, you're releasing a highly addictive expansion that's like 8 to 10 million people in the world are just dying to get their hands on. Is it going to be like, no turkey for now, busy?
Yeah. Screw
Gotta
family, mount up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotta get that level 60 in now that they've turned back from the highest level you can be back down to level 50. Now you have to go up to level 60.
Yeah.
Since they changed that.
Yeah.
Some of my friends,
cool.
of my friends actually were hugely pissed about the fact that it was delayed, only because they made plans for those dates, and they've already pre-scheduled to be sick that week. You know what I mean?
I feel something coming on.
Yeah.
In 3 weeks.
It might be the Rona. I might not be able to come in. Perfect excuse, right? Oh, I don't know. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I can see why you're pissed. I get it. You scheduled to do raids and all this other stuff. Is the raid even going to be available on day one for Shadowlands?
I don't think it will be. Usually it never is. They want you to wait like some...
Yeah, it's just like...
You gotta grind up and get your tier 2 epics before you can go on the raid.
Yeah, man.
You gotta get your purples.
And Andre wants us to discuss about Anthem.
Oh yeah, there was a new article, but I didn't get to read it. I didn't post it. I didn't post it because it was Anthem.
I thought it was going to be really interesting, and then I realized it was Anthem.
Nope.
All I see from it just looks like Destiny. I know that's basically the competitor for it.
It is.
Post it up.
I skimmed the article on this because I'm on BioWare's like email news blast thing because of my love of Mass Effect. But it's like something about a Javelin rework, and I was just like, Anthem, delete. I honestly didn't even look at this. I don't even know anybody who plays.
Holy crap! It looks exactly like Destiny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
This is their Destiny competitor, and the little I played of it in the alpha and the beta, it was okay, but it wasn't good enough to keep my attention.
I've played a good amount of Destiny 2, and it's just
it's a grind fest.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, fine. I'll be honest. I'm a Destiny fan, and Destiny's kind of like meh right now. So I'm just like, I might try something out new that if it looks like it, if it plays like it, then let's see what the differences are, and I'll give it another shot.
I will say this for anybody who's played Anthem, then you'll probably agree with me on this. The game has really good movement. So like when you're in your Javelin and you're running around and killing things and all that stuff, it controls really well. Like you can switch from like running around and jumping to flying like really easily, and the flying controls are really intuitive. Aside from that, there's nothing to do. It's literally a looter shooter. You just kill things, and then you get loot, and then you go, okay, now I'm going to wear this new helmet. Now let's go do that exact same thing 400 more times, and maybe this new helmet will become even better.
Well, that's Destiny.
And it's like, yeah, and honestly, Destiny never did it for me either.
Yeah,
so
I get it.
It's Destiny was kind of.
I'll be honest. The only real thing that I would just be like Destiny would bring me back is if they actually had like new monsters or new types of models for monsters and enemies. That it wasn't just always the same factions, right?
Mhm.
Always the same, like the Taken and the Fallen and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, can you just give me a new race to just shoot in the head or what?
Well, is the new expansion doing anything with that?
I mean, they kind of are, but they're a little bit like reskinned or shaders around them, and then they're just like different, right? So it's just like there's nothing really there.
The red guy is green now, and you're like, brand new.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
They're so creative.
Oh my goodness! Game of the year.
Oh my gosh, 10 out of 10. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's how Destiny is. It's just like it's always the same factions with just brand new like auras around them, I guess.
By the way, we also have the PlayStation VR story.
Yes, we still have that. This one was just the
we-
added one to this one. So
Yeah.
here we go. PlayStation VR. Who owns one? Who owns a PlayStation VR?
I don't
Pork Chops
know.
has one.
Pork Chops has
Pork
one.
Chops has one.
Is it collecting dust or is it thrown away?
Oh, it's totally collecting dust. Every time I'm at his house, I see it there, and it, just.
Yeah.
You can use this now. Okay, all right.
If you want to go to sleep, just put it on your face.
Yeah. Exactly. So this is just a PSA out there. Sony announced this little website here. It has a form you can fill out if you are a PlayStation VR owner. You key in your serial number in there, and they will send you an adapter that will let you use your PlayStation VR on the PS5. Out of the box, the PS5 is not compatible with it unless you have this. And the reason why, and I actually have props this time, this is the PlayStation camera. Pretty, right? You have to have one of these in order to use PSVR.
I thought that was a Kinect.
Because of Kinect in the Wiimotes and all that stuff. These two little eyes here, they read the light bar that's on the front of the PlayStation VR mask or helmet or whatever they want to call it. And without the camera, it can't see any movement, and therefore all your head tracking is gone. So what the adapter that they're giving away, this is the cord on the PlayStation camera. See this plug? PS5 doesn't have one of these. It's literally like a USB adapter, male to female.
Looks like a display port plug.
Wait, hold on. That's just a USB Type A, isn't it?
Well, with like the little indents on the sides.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Who's making these proprietary cables?
It's Sony. What do you expect? They have
God,
proprietary
come
everything.
on.
So most likely it's just a little piece of plastic that is going to fit right on there and then into a USB slot on the back of the PS5. But if you want one for free, hit up that website. I don't know if we want to link it in the chat or anything like that. It's free. Just type in your serial number, whatever.
Yeah.
If you try to sell it later on, if you have the adapter, it might make it an easier sell. Who knows?
Do you think that might revive the PlayStation VR? I mean, it's not
Actually,
it's not technically dead, but it's just like
no. PSVR is actually doing pretty well. It's not Rift, Vive, Index levels or anything like that. But when PSVR games come out, or I'll say the good ones, not like the shovelware ones, they do pretty well. And they sell well enough for Sony to keep it going. There's probably going to be a PlayStation 5 VR. They just haven't come out with it yet. But yeah, it's
probably just higher res camera or higher res screens on there and whatnot.
Higher res screens, camera, it'll be all that stuff. Hopefully it'll be more powerful than the PSVR was. Unless you had like a PS4 Pro, there was a lot of stuttering and issues with it.
Yeah,
which sucks.
I think eventually VR will take over a lot of video games. Eventually, when you have like full motion tracking, completely embedded and easily introduced into your like home room. But until then, it's just like I just don't see, unless you're like a diehard fan who just likes to do VR.
which I know those people too.
Yeah.
So I know people who are VR nuts. It's all they want to play. So
Yeah,
it's cool.
Well, Mel's like, I think she's ranked in like 3,000 hours in VR chat. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But
That's cool.
Well,
but
that's not on PlayStation though.
No, but I mean, I don't know if you're working as an NPC and that's like your first job, and then you just come to us, and this is your second job. But
yeah,
that's a lot of hours.
Horchops has a message in the chat here. Wife wants to watch TV. I win a game. PSVR saves marriages. Yeah, he does that. Like his wife will be in the room watching murder mystery porn because that's what she likes to watch. But he's on the couch, VR headset, and he's just playing games with me. And it's like, all right, cool.
Hold up, though. That was a lot.
It's gonna be basically the VTuber thing again.
That was a lot to unpack. Hold on. So Horchops sits either next to or somewhere by his PlayStation, and wife watches TV.
Yeah.
You can play any game on the PSVR with a headset?
You can use the PlayStation VR as a screen. Like literally you are putting your TV right here.
Oh, the possibilities.
And play any game you want. Yeah.
That means I can literally be laying down and just watching or playing something with a controller in my hand.
It would be uncomfortable as hell because there's usually all sorts of stuff in the back of them as well.
Yeah, and if you have that very tight, that can really cut your circulation.
Yeah.
I don't need blood back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, if your brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit of what's that Homer Simpson one? It's just a little bit of brain damage.
Yeah. Theater mode is what it's called there. It's and Matt S in here, can do that the same with the Galaxy VR. It's great for Netflix. Yeah.
Same for the Vive as well, depending on the games.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, you want to use the TV or you want to use the whatever? You can just be like, all right, see you, bye. I'll be in the zone for the next hour. All right.
What a time to live, man.
Ready Player
Now
One.
I can ignore my life in all new ways.
Yeah. Yeah, Mel's right. Ready Player One. We're almost there. Almost there.
Yeah.
All right, so that's pretty much it for the show here. That was our last one, and you know what? I promised myself that I would wear this mask this entire time, even though I'm sweating bullets in here. But
well, whose fault is that?
Well, thanks.
Ready Player One meets Wall-E.
Yeah, Ready Player One meets Wall-E. Oh man,
Ugh.
That's my wife's biggest fear, is that we just turn into like sitting down all the time and just ordering our things. Wait a second.
It's sitting hover chairs and everything.
Wait a second. That reminds me, I do have packages from Amazon. Oh man, that's where we're going. All right then. For anyone that catched us on the last part of our show, make sure you check out nerdjunkies.com. We're going to be posting this up tomorrow. And that's pretty much it. Mel, Clay, you guys got anything before I kill the stream?
Make sure you check out nerdjunkies.com/social for all links where you can get updated on everything we do.
Ooh.
Joel loves to put social media up. He does the Twitters.
The Twitters?
He does the Frinstas. He does the MySpaces. He does Google Plus.
That's dead.
What else is there? You can hit him up on AIM.
Just make sure you start every conversation with ASL.
ASL question mark.
Oh no, not
question mark.
Oh no, not that one. No.
Chatterbait. He's got a chatterbait. He's got a nerdjunkies.com/chatterbait. We got
I also have an ICQ if anybody wants to hit me with that.
We got an ICQ going on. You can message us on that. Yeah. I'm trying to think of like all those other ones that were like back in the 90s. Like there was AIM, there was ICQ, there was like Microsoft Communicator or whatever it was, and there was
that was
or no, back then it was MSN Communicator. I remember that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, MSN.
Dude.
That.
Are
Chat
we,
roulette.
are we old? Nah.
Uh,
Nah, the
I
rest of
am.
the world is too young.
Yeah.
I'm old. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm accepting it.
All right, let's get out of
No.
here.
Yeah. All I gotta say is be safe if you're going out for Halloween, and please wear a mask.
Yes, and not
Wear a
and-
mask over your mask.
Yes,
Mhm.
and not under here. Ah. All right,
Yes.
let's get out of here.
All right. Bye,
Thanks.
everybody. Thanks for showing up.
Thanks for
Check
showing
us out
up.
on Discord.
Yeah, we're always live.
Discord.
We're always chatting live on the Discord, so hit us up there. Talk to you guys later.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Deactivate.
They're like, how do we like Sailor Moon out of here? Do we like,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I can't do it. That's right.
I don't know anything about Sailor Moon, but I'm just gonna do my.
I can't do the pose. I'm sorry.